It is. It's so easy to use. And Alice, I share your enthusiasm for it. I love baking and cooking and doing sheet meals in my flip oven. So I also love it for entertaining. So I love just taking appetizers out of the freezer. So look at these little pigs in a blanket I did. So imagine for entertaining on the weekends for football games, if you got those, it's so easy to make those. You can also air fry your wings. And so this is that basket you were talking about. So air frying is 75% less fat than traditional frying. So rather than deep frying things or going to the restaurant for some of your favorite fried foods, you can do this at home and entertain at home. And then just, do your wings, do your French
Look
fries, do
how
your
gorgeous
chicken
that is.
tenders. Look at how wonderful these came out. So you can have all of your favorite appetizers too for the fall and for the holidays and for football games, and not have to worry about the guilt with that added fat. And so just a little bit of, blue cheese. And this is absolutely perfect. But I'm gonna move the pizza here. We made a pizza too, but I wanna show you how this flips up underneath my cabinets because that's really my favorite part too. So I'm gonna move the pizza. This is the delicious pizza we made frozen. So you can do these frozen foods in no time on your countertop. It is like convection cooking. It is 60% faster than a traditional oven. But I'm gonna move the pizza here because I wanna show you really quickly how easy this flips up under the counter. So I'm just gonna shut the door. This is how easy it is. Then I get 50% of my counter space back. So I can use this for prep, I can use this for chopping. I don't have to have it down all the time. That's my favorite part because most toaster, like toaster ovens or air fry ovens, they take up so much space on your countertop, right? This gives you all your space
And
back.
look at how sleek it looks in your kitchen too. They did a really very pretty design to it, so it doesn't even really look like an appliance. I mean, the way that it's done, right?
And it's easy to clean. So you could remove this crumb tray and get in there and get all the crumbs out from your toast and your bagels too, and clean it very easily.
The air roast function is actually the one I probably use more than anything else. I love that air roast. It just doesn't dry things out like a traditional oven does. Ovens, I mean, seriously, how much of your oven do you typically use? Like maybe a quarter of it on a good day. But this is going to work for you every day. It's going to work for you in terms of not just giving you the capacity you want, but the flexibility to be able to cook in different ways. Air roasting is unlike roasting in an oven that typically pulls all of the juices out of things. Instead of that, the way that air circulates, and because it is an oven, because you have the racks in it, that's why that air can circulate and get all the way around it so it cooks better than even a traditional air fryer. That's the beauty of what you're getting here. And today, only today, we're doing a special pricing on this. I hope you will get it home. I hope you will try it. I hope you will try it throughout the holiday season. We are doing our extended holiday returns right now, so you can cook with this all through the holiday season. If you don't absolutely decide that this is your new favorite thing by the end of January, you are welcome to return it by the end of January. You will bake in this, toast in it, roast in it, air fry in this, air roast in it, all different functions, but the functionality of it is amazing. The healthy cooking is great, but the simplicity with which I can cook with this is one of the reasons my daughter happens to love it so much.
It's so easy to use. And even if you have kids at home and you want them to use it too, it's really easy. And I think, has great functions. You can do your sheet pan meals, you can bake, you can roast, you can air fry. I love that it has all these different functions. It has 8 different functions, but I love it in the fall for baking, to be honest. But the sheet pan meals are one of my favorites during the weekdays. And then I just tilt it up and then I get all my counter space back. So really, it's one of my favorite appliances, just like you, Alice. Like we could do a whole hour-long show and I could cook up a storm with you. But just in case you're wondering too, you do get the cookbook. It does come with great recipes in here. So right out of the box, you can get to cooking some of your sheet pan meals. This is one of my favorites too. This is a cheesy nacho that is delicious. But there's also charts in the back. So any of your traditional recipes that you want to convert for the air fry oven, you can do that as well. But I have my measuring tape here. I wanted to measure under the counters in case you're wondering at home. It's about 14 inches, 14 and a half inches. It easily fits underneath the standard cabinets. And again, this is how easy it is to pull down when you're ready to use it. that's it. It goes up and down that easy. And so I love that I get 50% of my counter space back. I love that I can tilt it down when I need it. And let me show you the functions again too. I'm gonna reheat this casserole dish that I made, but you have all your functions here. I'm just gonna turn this on so you can rotate between air fry, air roast, broil, bake, dehydrate, keep warm, and then your toast and bagels, you can set the amount of bagels and amount of toast you have in there. So I'm actually gonna use the keep warm function. And this is one of my favorite things throughout the holidays when you're serving a lot of people, you have family over. I'm just gonna hit start. It's only at 175 degrees for 30 minutes, so it's not gonna overdo anything. It's just going to keep it warm and get my cheese all nice and melty and gooey. This is that cake pan that you were or the casserole dish you were talking about earlier. It's
we have
2
that
inches
coming
deep.
up.
Yep, it's 2 inches deep, so it will feed up to 14 people as opposed to like the sheet pan. So I'm gonna put that in there, and it's gonna be perfect for when we have that coming up.
And again, one of the great parts is, and as you show that dial, is that when you turn it, I don't even have to guess at the temperature. You know, that's the other great part about it. If I want to adjust the temperature, I can do it separately. I can adjust the time separately. But when you adjust this, okay, for example, for an air broil or whatever, it automatically will put a little temperature and time up here so that everything about this is just meant to be easy, but it cooks better. I mean, that's the whole thing. You're cooking healthier. We all know now that air frying is the way of the future. It's how we should be cooking because it does make it crispier. It does keep it juicier on the inside, and it does cook with less fat and calories than dropping something into a vat of oil. Don't ever do that again when you don't need to. You will get the crisp, you will get the flavor, you will taste things again because you don't have to use all that oil. But this is a different type of air fryer because of the way that it works like an oven, so it actually has racks in there. Then the air circulates around the entire thing as opposed to a traditional air fryer that has a basket. So everything on the bottom of the basket really doesn't get cooked the same way. So you have to keep shaking it, keep rotating it. This, you do nothing. You put it in, you can air broil, baking brownies, oh my gosh. And for pizza, I have never ever reheated pizza because it just never turns out right. You can do it with this. It crisps it up so beautifully. And then you just pull it up and it goes under your counter. It is designed to fit right under your cabinets. So really space saving. And look at how clean they made that design, really beautiful. The stainless steel is our best seller. This is the one I also have. I just think it looks really beautiful in almost every kitchen. But if you want it in the black, we do have that black. It, again, very, very sleek and beautiful. Actually has these little handles on the side, so it makes it easy for you just to pull it up. Look at how, again, clean in your kitchen. It's gonna look beautifully. You pull it down and you have the ability to be able to cook whatever you want, whenever you want, without having to take all that energy or even heating up your oven. I mean, what did you spend on that oven? You're spending $189.99. Only today have we marked this one down. So make a choice and just try it. I promise you, once you try it, once you toast a bagel in here, you will never ever toast it in your oven ever again because, Rochelle, it's just a better way to cook.
It is. Even for things just that you're taking out of your freezer on the weeknight, you know, it has a 60-second preheat. My big oven takes 15 minutes to preheat. So I can have frozen pizza done in the amount of time it takes my big oven to preheat. And so I love that it also has all these different functions. It makes fall baking so easy. I can do my appetizers for, you know, the weekends and for game day. I can do my cookies. We've got our salmon cooking as well. We'll give you a peek at that. And then I also pulled out the 2-inch casserole dish so you can kind of see the difference between the sheet pan and the casserole dish. And so this gives you more cooking capacity. You can cook up for up to 14 people in here. I have the casserole I'm going to pull out in a minute, but we'll even take a peek at the salmon. I don't think it's quite done, but you can take a peek in there and see, look at that sheet pan meal going. Imagine making this for your family on a weeknight, less than 20 minutes. You've got your healthy roasted vegetables in there for fall, 4 fillets of salmon, 60-second preheat. So I'm going to have dinner done here with the salmon as my sheet pan meal finished before my big oven finishes preheating.
I think what really did it for my daughter particularly, we made meatballs one day. And so we decided, and we actually cooked some in the oil, fried it in the oil. And then we put some in here and air fried them. They came out so crispy here, but you could taste all of the ingredients as opposed to tasting the oil. and all the fat and calories of the other traditionally cooked meatballs. And that's when she said, I have to have this. I said, it's better, isn't it? You taste things more. Everything cooks better. You will get the air fryer basket. You will also get your traditional broiling pan. And by the way, you can use, Rochelle, you can use virtually any kind of cookware in here, right? You can use glass, you can use aluminum, whatever you want, right?
You can. I've used my ceramic ones before. I've made brownies in here before with my square ceramic pan. So you can use some of your other bakeware in there too. It works perfectly. It works just fine. But I also love the Ninja bakeware because it gives you the whole capacity. And so, you know, I like switching it up. I like having a second oven throughout the holidays, but really this is my best friend on the weekdays because it's going to get dinner done fast, whether I'm pulling it out of the freezer or I'm doing something delicious and fresh like the salmon that we're working on. Again, it's one of my favorite things to do on a weeknight because it's easy, it's fast, it's healthy. You know, it's 60% faster than my traditional oven, so I can get all those fall vegetables and my delicious salmon done and on the table in the time that it takes my big oven to preheat.
And only today, we're doing a special pricing. Again, we have it in the stainless steel, we have it in the black, we have it in your cinnamon. Whatever color you pick, just get it home and try it. Try it, try it, try it. You will love the way your food tastes. Food, more expensive than ever, right? You know, everything's pricier these days. Take advantage of the better cooking techniques that are going to make everything taste better. You will use this constantly. You will use it. I promise you, I have not used, I don't remember the last time I put anything in my oven. The capacity of this is great. The ease with which you're able to use it. And then again, all you do is just, if you want to stand it up, it will fit under your cabinets. If you want to use it, you just put it right there. Everything about this, though, is going to cook better. And you have all of those cooking functions. A lot of your traditional air fryers won't air roast, it won't air broil. You can do all of those things with this one and just use it constantly. My friend Helen, she bought 4 of these the other day. We sat there, we looked at all of the designs. I said, this is the one I recommend, I like it more. She bought one for every one of her kids to start eating healthier. Why not now when you're doing all your holiday cooking and baking? Cook healthier, faster. You're gonna love this, you're gonna love it. So only today at this price, pick your color. And one thing you might want to warm up in your new Ninja Foodi air fryer oven is your David